Hey, we just got home from our meet and greet in Bogalusa at the Coke plant. We had a great turnout, good energy. It was great meeting some people that hadn't been out before. So I want to thank everybody who's watching this. But I was overwhelmed on the way home by people that were calling me and messaging me about Randy Seal's response video. I'm not sure what he was responding to exactly. I had offered to have him come on and have a conversation about some of his motivations and some of the things about his record that just don't match reality. But instead, he's put out a video that has an interesting version of events over the last 2 years, and people are just calling me saying, "What is this about?" And I got to agree, I don't know what it's about. It seems almost unbelievable that I would have to explain how taxes work to the chief tax collector in the parish, and he's been in the job for 12 years. But businesses don't pay sales tax. Customers pay sales tax. Businesses charge their customers sales tax and then remit that to the government. And I was not and will not charge my customers sales tax because the law says not to. It is that simple. The list of exemptions in Louisiana is pretty long. Things like groceries and medicine and EBT card purchases and utilities. There's lots of things that we don't pay sales tax on. Farm products sold from the farm by the producer are exempt from sales tax. The law is clear. It went to court. The judge, who's been to law school and has tried cases, agreed with us. It is that simple. But the real question is, why in Louisiana, with all of our farms that are doing exactly what we're doing here at our farm, why did no other sheriff in any of the other 63 parishes ever decide to bring a suit forward like this? Now, our sheriff was advised by a bunch of people not to do it, but he still did it anyway. He felt like he knew better. Why is that? Was it really that he thought our customers needed to be charged more sales tax? We pay some of the highest sales tax in the state here in Washington Parish. What about the $4.7 million surplus? If he was really worried about paying deputies more, couldn't he have used that surplus that he was bragging about to do it? Couldn't he have paid maybe his chief deputy, who is the highest paid chief deputy in the state? Couldn't he have paid him a little bit less and paid deputies more? But instead he wants us to charge our customers who don't owe sales tax. He wants us to charge them sales tax. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Why are we so lucky in Washington Parish for him to try to set that precedent? And the other question we ought to ask is, if he really believes all the things in the video, why didn't he appeal? That would have been his right. If he disagreed with the judge who he, berates on the video, why didn't he appeal it? He could have appealed it in the last year, but instead he waits till 2 days before early voting to attack me and disparage a judge who's duly elected by the people. Why is that? Might it have something to do with the fact that my father supported his previous opponent? It's a question. The reality is, if he really believed that I was breaking the law, why did he not appeal it? I can promise you that when I'm sheriff, I will not stop prosecuting somebody that I think is breaking the law. But the truth is that we were not breaking the law. We were following the law to the letter. And maybe if our sheriff, Randy Seal, spent more time following the law instead of inventing it, he wouldn't have to get used to judges disagreeing with him. This is just another example of why we are so fed up here in Washington Parish, and that enough is enough. It is time for a change, and it's on the way.